Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I do apologize. There's a little bit of a situation outside here. For various reasons, they're repainting, redoing something on the surface of the house. So sometimes you can hear noises from that. And then there's a little dog. I don't know if the microphone picks that up. If it does, I'm sorry. And I try to wait, but the dog just does not stop barking. So maybe that's supposed to be in your reading today. Dog wants your attention. Dog for me represents trustworthiness, loyalty, friendship, unconditional love. I was going to say, as I said that, it got quiet, but maybe it did. So maybe that was a message for you. So, Gemini, I've set the time frame for June, all of June. For 2021, we're going to see what's going on for you. Anything and everything can show up. I take a little bit of time before I get a full picture, a full view of what's going on there for you. So go on this little journey with me, will you please? Gemini. Ooh. An overall message, overall energy, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper. Gemini, what's going on for you, please? First card out. Wow. And they want only that one, so I can stop shuffle. New beginnings. Begin your new life. I mean, Taurus has had a Phoenix rising as well, but a very different Phoenix rising. This is like coming out of the fire. This is... I don't want to say come back with a vengeance or coming back with revenge or through revenge. But there's something about look at me now. Like, look at this Phoenix rising. It's like so... I mean, we have peacock feathers on the bottom there, so we can immediately... we could assume that there's a soulmate connection going on around you. There's a soulmate essence there. But the reason why there's a soulmate essence there or soulmate connection there is because you are becoming this peacock yourself. Gemini, you're coming into those feathers, if that makes sense. And if you listen to me before, you know that a peacock or a unicorn, when those shows up, that's my indicator that a soulmate connection is around you somehow, some way. But it's this peacock, yeah. This and it actually is just the feathers that are in the fire. So maybe that's like the biggest transformation for you at this time, at this stage in your life, is the shift in relationships. We have the sun behind you, and there's like beautiful scenery, and everything is just so beautiful, and you're so full of it. I love it because it's like you're so cocky. It's a very I really like the energy. So maybe you have like started to put your foot down, Gemini, and you started to, because we had a little bit of past Gemini readings has been a little bit of, it feels like the energy has been a little bit scattered everywhere. And so maybe this is about like just bringing yourself home again and starting to recognize yourself again. We're going to see here. We're going to clarify this energy here. So beautiful. New beginnings. Begin your new life. Why is that here for Gemini, please? Phoenix rising. Phoenix rising for Gemini. You know what? I started to say that if you resonate with any other, if you have no clue and you're not really interested in what your ascending sign, as I say in Swedish, ascendanten, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or your Venus, or your, if you're not into all of that, just sort of scroll through all the readings that I have and feel which one you resonate with. Maybe it's your sun sign, but you can resonate with something else and you don't even have it in your chart. You don't know why you resonate with it. You just do. And it doesn't matter that you don't have your moon there. Just watch it because you resonate with it. So the Queen of Raphael comes out. Wow. What else? Why is the Phoenix rising here? Gemini. another round. There you go. Leap of faith. I love this. So the Queen of Raphael, first and foremost, it talks about healing. You have healed. There has been a healing journey for you up until this point, but you've gone from this like being the underdog in a sense, and then coming up, sitting on your throne, very confident on your throne, really collecting all of yourself and just coming into that healing place. The Queen, for me, when the Queen comes out, talks about maturity, talks about evolution, talks about that you've done a really beautiful, like personal, it's been about personal growth for you for a while, and to the point where you really have started to feel a different vibe about you, if that makes sense. And we have the dolphins playing in the back there, so it's like a very otherworldly, very sharp, very playful, very wise energy that you have around you at this time. Really, really beautiful. On the bottom it says, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So the dog was barking there, and I felt like a lot of like the trustworthiness there. So there's like, trust your surroundings, trust the information that you receive right now, trust it, trust in it, trust in yourself. And then we have a leap of faith with the dog there again. Butterflies, yellow, blue butterfly, green butterfly. So they're talking about transformation, but it's not like you're not drowning in transformation. I feel like the largest transformation has already been made, is already done. So it's like you're standing at a threshold. It's like you're with one foot like behind the threshold, tröskel, and one foot in front of it, and it's like, ooh, do I dare to like go forward? These is so funny because these are roses on the bottom here, and the rose for me talks about the highest possible energy around the plant kingdom. It's so interesting. Don't take this to the bank because I'm not 100% sure, but many years ago I heard that the rose holds the highest vibration out of all the flowers. If you were to measure the flowers in between them, the rose holds the highest vibration, and maybe that's why we have just come to use the rose as a token of our love, as love is really high vibrational there, to share that with each other. But it just talks about how you have love, like high vibrational love, right next to you. It's right there. But then also, if you'd like take a look at it, it looks like ducks. So to me, it's like you have your ducks in a row. So maybe you figured you needed to figure out certain things before you could move forward with certain things. And if this is a major shift in relationships, major shift within yourself, like shedding your skin and just becoming a new version of yourself. New beginnings, begin your new life. Like it talks about beginning a whole new life here. It feels like you've been on the journey there. You really have been on a journey, and you've gone it alone for a bit, and you sorted it out. You have your ducks in a row. You did the transformation. There's still evolution. We can always learn more, but it's not like you're not swamped in butterflies. It can just be that an occasional butterfly shows up to sort of lead you the way. And then trustworthiness there again. Unconditional love is like talking about, it's okay, Gemini. It's okay to take the leap of faith, to just go forward now, to just move forward with your plans and move forward with your new version of yourself. I see also this bridge behind you that in some cases it's a bridge that you have to cross over, and sometimes it's a portal that you have to step through. But they're both talking about movement forward and changing something. Like we're in this place, this land, and crossing this bridge is gonna take you to this other land, or we're on this side of the veil and we're lifting the veil, and you're gonna step through it to receive something new. So there's definitely transformation, but it's like, I think the most of the inner transformation has been done. There's been so much growth going on inside of you, and maybe you're on the brink. Maybe some of you just don't feel like, oh my God, this is my moment. I'm just going to step over the threshold and then I have my paradise. Some of you guys could be at your very last, I don't want to say very last breath, but that's too dramatic. But like you could just experience right now that you're on your very last, like you're ready to throw in the towel. you're done with this. And as I said, that it says 10 on the clock. So like there's a completion here. Like you're leaving the past, you're moving into the new. But I'm telling you, like there you can be on different places on this scale. It looks like the general Gemini here has done the inner work. You're moving forward. You're ready for the next step. You're a little bit hesitant there. Like you need a little bit of a nudge. Let's see if the dragon comes out to just nudge you in the right direction, to say it's okay to move forward. It's going to all work out so perfectly. But like I said, if you're on the brink of just feeling like, it's almost like, yeah, I try and you know, nothing works. I'm ready to give up. I'm trying, but if it sucks, that's also like right before the next level. I hope you're more towards where it feels lighter. But anyway, can we have a little bit of angel guidance here? I wanted to use the angel deck for this round. I don't know why, but I'm trusting my gut. So what does the angels have to say about this situation? Look for a sign. That's so funny. Just said like, okay, so the butterflies might have been your sign. Like, the butterflies might occasionally show up to just guide you in the right direction, and then we have look for a sign. I mean, this sign, like when it looks like the lightning just shot right through you. That's more like a tower moment. Look for a sign is like, yeah, it is exactly what it is. Be on the lookout. Look out for people being in your surrounding, like people. Be on the look. Sorry, I'm just seeing something there. Feels like this grand whale in the back there, and the whale for me, like they're so powerful and they're so beautiful, but it's such a movement. If you ever saw a whale like in real life or like on television even, like when they move, it's so effortless, but it's so huge. It's such a movement forward, quiet, and yet so powerful. So maybe you're sensing this. Maybe you're sensing this movement forward and this shift going on. Maybe not too much to have like as a result or as an evidence of it just yet showing up in your outer world. Although I'm being corrected, there should be some sort of evidence. You would have started to see some sort of evidence of a shift going on even in your outer reality right now, because due to the shift that you've been doing on your inner plane. This is like you almost, yeah, so there's like this whale. I'm going to read out of the Swedish, I'm going to do that right away. I had the Swedish book, Djurens språk, the animal's language, so beautifully written by this lady who's taking all these animals and she has like little interpretations of what they mean. Whale, which is val in Swedish. Val. Hope now that there's just val, so that is not a specific whale that's in the OPQRSTUV. Val. We do have val. So I'm going to read it on the Swedish first and then translate it into English because that's easier for me. Med ett öppet hjärta är du alltid hemma. Min gåva till dig är att öppna upp ditt hjärta, ditt hem för omvärlden. Sätt inte stopp för nya bekantskaper utan öppna upp dig för världen. Oh. With an open heart, you're always home. With an open heart, you're always home. My gift to you is to open up your heart, to open up your home for the world around you. Don't limit any new acquaintances. Don't limit any new meetings with people, but open up to the world. How beautiful is that? With an open heart, you're always home. My gift to you is to open up your heart, to open up your home to the world around you. Don't limit yourself for new acquaintances, for new influences, I guess. but open up to the world. So this little nudge, I said maybe there's like the dragon will come out to sort of nudge you a little bit, to sort of say it's okay to move forward. The whale sort of said the same. And it's also saying open up your heart, open up and allow in any changes right now. And what I saw before was like the lightning coming through, lightning striking is almost like something just an explosion comes into your life, whether that's the new relationship, or whether that's like a new opportunity, a new situation, or you just feel so shifted that it just feels like you're forever changed. It looks like this lightning that strikes is like you're having one hand, you have a handle on it. I would assume like if somebody gets struck by lightning, you're not in control of the lightning, right? That's like with the mysticism around lightning. First and foremost, people have gone through depths to just try to figure out what the hell lightning is, and we don't know. We still don't know. Although there's a lot of talks around it, but you seem to be in control of it. Like you're holding your hand over it. Like I'm in control of the lightning. I actually ordered it. It was me that brought about it. But yeah, you're so equally as much as it feels like you're in touch with you see the signs and you understand the signs and you're following the signs, you're more and more like practicing like getting hold of them. Like you're actually in charge of them. And it's funny to talk about charge when we talk about lightning, but anywho. And then this big whale behind you, like this big movement that is just sort of bringing you forward right now. It's more like a silent major movement, and there's calmness in the movement. I mean, Gemini, you usually are like all over the place because usually you have 10 things going at the same time, because that's just if we generalize Gemini. But at the same time, it feels like maybe you're at least questioning whether to do all those 10 things at the same time, or questioning to just take one thing at a time and just calm down a little bit. Because underneath it all here, it just feels like a really big calmness about you, and you're understanding this movement forward right now. It's really cool. Okay. What else for beautiful Gemini do we have for them here right now? Going deeper into the message, what can we give them? You're moving forward. You're coming out of a little bit of a stale situation. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. Get ready for positive change. Everything is moving forward right now. I see the snow, like the snowflakes, and I see the, it almost looks like the bear there, the polar bear is walking like around ice or snow. And so it's like, to me, I mean, here in Sweden, we're almost in summertime now, but it has been cold quite long. This season it has been cold, and it's like we're just coming out of this coldness. We're coming into the warmth right now. But as a metaphor, you're coming out of the cold, you're kind of coming out of the stagnant. It doesn't mean that your life has stood still, because you're Gemini. You might have had 1,000 things to do or 1,000 things on your plate, but you could still have had the energy of not being stuck, but the energy of still being in the old, if that makes sense. And you're coming out of that now. So your interactions with other people, stay with an open heart, is what the whale was saying. Stay with an open heart, and don't say no to new acquaintances. If you start to make progress in sort of connecting with new relationships, new people, new situations, don't close yourself down to that, but rather continue to have an open heart and continue to move forward. We have the moving forward card here, and I can't sort of pass it up, because I always think about the Statue of Liberty when I see her crown, sort of like a spiky crown here on this lady. Looks like the Statue of Liberty. So whether that is like you are just coming into your own freedom, you're coming into your own right now, you're claiming You're your own little country claiming your independence. It could have some sort of connection with New York somehow, some way. But this is like mostly you're moving forward, you're claiming your own power, you're feeling more and more empowered. I want to show you this again. So, you're so proud. And you should be, Gemini. Like things are starting to go in your direction. And again, I want to say enough, like, so that you understand. It might not be that you have looked out, and because usually Gemini can't have it that way. Usually just find things to do. And you're saying yes to all these opportunities coming your way. That's not it. It's just that you can be at a party, or you can be at an event. You can even be in a relationship. And from the outside, it looks like, oh my God, they have it all. And like from a success standpoint, you might also agree, saying, I have it all. I have the money, I have the relationship, I have the friends, I have it all. But underneath it, in your energy, it's like, but am I happy in the relationship? Am I really present with my friends? At this event, I enjoy it, but am I fully there? Like, there's something with, you've lacked yourself. It hasn't been the truest version of you. I hope I'm making myself clear here. It feels like you just haven't been the most truthful version of you. But we're now seeing that. You're taking charge of lightning, for crying out loud. Okay, can we clarify this moving forward, please, for Gemini? You flip it and come out. So you're rebuilding yourself. This is basically a tower moment, and you've come out of the tower moment and you have rebuilt yourself. This is, again, sort of the Phoenix Rising. Rebuilding yourself. Number 16 is sudden shift and sudden changes. You have started to open your heart there. You're holding your hands in front of it. You're protecting yourself a little bit still. But you're gonna get there, Gemini. You're gonna open up. Why do we have the movement forward here? Moving forward here. For Gemini, please. Clarifying moving forward. Wow. So it wanted to come along still, yet. Anyway, darkest fears. So this very part is very much like Taurus. So if you feel like you have like I said, if you're drawn to Taurus, if you have a placement in Taurus, go check it out. This very part, about the minute that you start to move forward, your darkest fears are going to start to rise. And with the moon cycles there, I feel like so much about going on. Like, you could be a lot in your head, Gemini. Like, you're just spinning, being in your mental body a lot. To just try to come down in your heart as much as you possibly can. And you know, sometimes when we're so connected to the universe, we're so like, we're just working with a crown, or we're working with a pineal gland, or we're working with, you know, whatever that has us connected to the universe. But there's no real roots down into Mother Earth, or there's no real roots when it, like from the base chakra. You can feel a little bit dizzy or out of sorts, or feeling like, I had this strong connection. Why doesn't it take root? Why doesn't I see a shift faster? Why don't I feel like anchored in this situation or in this belief? I know it's there, but I don't fully believe it, or I know it's there, but I don't fully trust it. I know my wishes, and I know for certain that they're going to take place. So why don't they? You're lacking the roots to anchor yourself into you don't have to do any more job. You're such a channel to the heavens, but you need to root yourself. You need to ground yourself equally from your base chakra and down, from your knees and down. Just sort of anchor yourself into Mother Earth, and just, okay, so equally much work, not equally much. Your crown is good. I've put all my focus on the grounding. and say, okay, we're going to work on the red and orange, and just going to ground yourself. The minute you start to move forward, anything that has hindered you in the past is going to come to the surface. Anything that looks like, and I just said this to Taurus, like if you're wishing for more money, you can make sure that the minute after you're going to see a new bill or the car is breaking down, that you have to go pay for it. And it's like, but for the love of the universe, I asked for more money, not for the car to break down to take more money away. This is just a clarifying moment so that you'd really become clear about, you're not just moving forward. Now we're going to clarify exactly what you're moving forward towards. You're not going to just have a new relationship. We're going to clarify exactly what type of relationship you're moving towards. And I mean, a lot of these things you've already gathered information about. You know what type of relationship you want to have. You know what type of money you want to have. And all of that. But for yourself, it's interesting because you know all the like external things. But if you want to step into your true potential, this is so true. It rings in my entire body, Gemini, for you. You probably know what you can do when it comes to your work. You know what you can do when it comes to throwing an event. Geminis are good at parties, like throwing events, throwing dinners. You know, you're the best. Hire a Gemini. Now I'm generalizing again, but hire a Gemini if you want to have a good party. You know, they have it all. They have it all. It's like you have those things down, but when it comes to you, if you're moving forward, and now we're going to move into your full potential, you're going to move into this cockiness, into this peacock. It's like, look at me. I feel like, oh, but look at me. But do I know who I am? You're so good at, you nailed it when it comes to like what do you want out of life, but what do you want out of you? Who are you when you're in your most confident state, in your most worthy state? In your most aligned, in your highest potential state, who are you then? So you're moving forward. I don't think it can be showing up in the sense of like, I ask for more money and therefore I feel more lack of it. I ask for more friends and then I feel more lonely than ever. You know, it can show up in that sense as well. But what I'm getting right here, right now, is you're moving forward in finding your authentic self, Gemini, and the clarifying moment of that, the contrast of that. And I the clarifying moment, I just mean if you say you want more money, you know, a bill with so and so much dollars is going to come into the mail and say you have to pay this, where you go to clarify exactly how much money it is that you want. Okay, that's a clarifying moment. It doesn't feel like a clarifying moment. It feels like the universe is against you. But it's a clarifying moment. If you don't judge it, you just say, okay, here's a clarifying moment. I'm just going to decide what it is that I want. And this is what I'm saying. This is so for Taurus, had the same thing. So maybe check Taurus reading out. You're further along though. I felt like Taurus maybe are just in the midst of the transformation, but some of you guys maybe are. So check it out if you want to. I just feel like you moving forward, you're going to have stuff come up, rise to the surface about you, your own inner fears, your own inner lack, your own inner lack of confidence, you're questioning your own worth, you're questioning if you're enough. All of that is going to rise to the surface as you start to move forward. And you can be a little bit up in your head, bring it down, and not only bring it down to your heart, we've already had the whale there, open your heart and stay open. But I would bring it all the way down to your roots. I would bring it down to the base chakra, to the base energy center. Think red. But it's an end. It's number 9. So we're coming out of this cycle. You're ending the situation. You're rebuilding yourself, completely rebuilding yourself. A sudden shift and a sudden change there with 16. There's a lightning again in your butt. But mitzvah. Look for a sign. Well, there you have it. So you really work with electricity right now. Maybe you're even at home, you might have seen like your phone starts to act weird, lights go on and off, or flickers, or the television is a little bit weird. Something around electricity that's really playing or doing a number on you. But that's just the universe and you playing. That's for you to figure out the conversation. You're rebuilding yourself. You're coming back up. I always see her as Julie Andrews. Doesn't she look like Julie Andrews? It's the sound of music. It's the sound of music. I'm going to move this into the extended reading and see what else I can find for you there. Go even deeper into the message. So if you feel like you resonate with all of this, you're so welcome to come there. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, Gemini, I'm going to be pissed. Not at all. That was so funny. If not, it's completely fine. Only come if you resonate with it. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye, guys.